Okay, guys and gals, I've got the microphone turned on and hopefully you guys can hear me. And let's see. Yeah, I'm watching my meter, so I know I'm transmitting without any problems. A lot of people in already. I love to see that. Wonderful to see all of you. Truth is in the house. Larry Vladika, Colin Deadman, Arizona Snowman, of course. Our wonderful moderator. Good job that he does in here all the time. We've got Thendis Nye in here. Welcome back, Thendis. Also, Piggy. Piggy's getting ready for her operation on Wednesday, so she's got to go on Monday, and then Tuesday they're going to poke her and prod her and do all kinds of things. And then Wednesday she gets her leg worked on. So we wish you all the best, Piggy. Really, really do. And anyway, let's see who else popped in. Gary's Variety Channel, Russell Jr., we got Boxyman 22, Theo and Sante, JT is in the house, Lenny, Roberto Silviero, yes, Civiero. I hope I said that right. Roberto, welcome. And John Elliott in the house. Fryn is also back. Denise Richardson, glad to have you guys on board. Ronnie Rhino was back. Hey, nice to see you. Doina Fred also back in the house. Don Arnold, aloha to you. And let's see who else. Sue Hayes, I think I mentioned you already, but if not, I did now. Aaron Horton, welcome. Anyway, guys and girls, before I get too much further, a couple things. One, if the stream tonight, if it doesn't erupt by the time we get to the end of the first hour, I'm going to call the stream off, and we're going to shut down. I need to take some rest, and I'm sure you guys can understand when you're working full days, and you can only do that for so long and still have something in the tank. So if we don't get an eruption, I'm going to basically shut it down after an hour. And also wanted to mention, so whoever has joined for today's stream, just make sure that you're looking at your chat box there. If it says top chat or live chat, you are indeed watching the actual stream as it's happening. If you see top chat or live chat replay, that means you are watching a stream that has already finished and you are now watching the replay of it. Just so you know the difference. And that way, if it's a replay, you cannot make any comments in the actual chat box. You'll have to make your comments down below in the regular comments. Anyway, I know there's a whole bunch more people that popped in here. I seen like Philip Green is here, Carol Peacock. Let's see, welcome you guys. And let's see, did I miss somebody else here that I was just looking at? Probably. There's so many of you guys. Oh, there, Al. That's who I was looking at. Al is also back. Roxy's in the house. Lava Bomb is here. I think I said Aaron Horton. Ronnie Rhino. I haven't seen you for a while, so good to see you back in there. Anyway, lots of guys popping in. Jaden Vines and Miss Wumble50. Welcome. Nice to have you guys on board. Annie is also here. Let's see, if I didn't mention Gary's Variety Channel, I should do that. And we got Daryl. One of our Daryls is back. Welcome, Daryl. I'm glad to have you on board. And let's see, who else did I miss? Oh, PJ Steele. There's one that I missed. And Zoe, of course, Sandra Rockland, Rebecca Patterson, long-haired Lava. I don't know if I said Larry Vladika. He was there somewhere. I know I seen his name. Brent also in here. We got Robert Brigham, sorry. and a whole bunch of others. East Winds, or East Wind, and Zachary is also back. So good to see all you guys popping in here. And unfortunately tonight we're not seeing a lot of action, and it's kind of one of those things. Hey, Ricky Music just popped in there as well, and Jeff Burke also. So glad to have you guys here. But as I was saying, with if we don't have any action tonight, it's basically going to shut down at the end of the first hour, and we'll go from there. Yesterday we did have kind of an interesting time with things going on, trying to kind of incorporate. And we had Rob, of course, throwing out a lot of his interesting material there, as well as we had Siggy in here chatting at the end of the show, trying to give us the pronunciations of some of the Icelandic verbiage. And that was really, really cool to have done that. A little bit out of control, and I will work on fixing that issue. But and that's partially because we're using the wrong means to connect to each other, kind of thing. So Rob and I were actually on Discord, and then I don't know what Siggy was on one of the other apps and talking to Rob. So instead of all three of us being in the same Discord, he was it just got messed up. Anyway, kind of fun though, and glad to have had Siggy and Rob on at the same time. And it gets pretty hectic though when we're doing that. Let's see, looking at the background, water up noodle. Yeah. Roberto says, tomorrow I start 3 weeks of work at this time and will not be able to follow you. I'll watch some things recorded. No problem, Roberto. You're more than welcome to do that. Just remember, as of tomorrow, our stream, because tomorrow is Saturday, our stream starts at 12 noon my time, which is 1800 UTC or Iceland time. So it does start a whole bunch earlier, like 5 hours. Okay, so you may be interested in that. I don't know when your work time is or schedule, but just thought I'd let you know that anyway, just so you are aware of it. And we are definitely going to be shooting for a show for tomorrow. Layla also back in the house. Ez popped in. Karen Craddock popped in. Glad to have you guys on board, and just so you guys know, the ones that are just popping in now, if we don't see an eruption by the end of the first hour, I will be shutting the stream down. Anyway, one of the things I did get that email yesterday from Alex France, and I did want to share that photo with you guys. He did a nice shot, and I thought it was pretty awesome looking, so I'm gonna share that with you guys. And I'm not exactly sure where it was taken from. I was hoping he would be in the stream by now, but if Alex, if you're in here, by all means speak up, because this is your photo. So and that is a pretty awesome awesome looking shot. I see Barbarian popped in, and Silicone Avatars also here. Glad to see you guys. 420 also popped into the house, so really good. Barb A, yeah, it is kind of a nice shot, and so that was from Alex France, and he was in the stream last night, and he actually sent it to me kind of at the latter part of the stream when we were doing. Oh, there he is. Just dragged myself out of bed. Glad to see you, Alex. I'm showing your picture. I figured we'll ooh and ah over it because we don't have any other lava to look at. So it is an awesome shot, and you know, I was trying to get it wedged in there last night, but it was just too much, too late, and it was one of those things. So we do thank you for that shot, Alex. It really, you know, pat in the back. It is honestly a very good shot. So glad that you were able to share that with us, and thank you. So awesome. Anyway, I'm going to go back to our multi-screen, and we're not seeing a heck of a lot of anything happening, and I have not checked the seismic. It's from okay, Hefner. Okay, all right, Alex. I'll have to try that name later. But thank you very much. Oh, picture is great. Name is a little bit unpronounceable. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. Nancy Buchanan also popped into the house. Welcome, Nancy. Glad to have you on board. And anyway, I was kind of looking for lava today, and I just wasn't seeing much. You can see down in that valley shot, or the cam 3 kind of thing, you can see just a little bit of a tad of lava there, and I haven't seen too much else. Actually, hang on, maybe I did see some more here, but they're just spots, very, very small spots. I gotta see if I can split the screen here. Give me a second. And I may have that one view already loaded up, but I got a sneaky hunch I undone it. Dr. Fox kind of pronounced Hatnar for Fjordur, or Fjordur, about 30 kilometers away from the volcano. So Hafnarfjordur. Hafnarfjordur? I hope I said that close. Anyway, let's see who else. Cheryl Wood popped in. Jason Slater, I think I said hi. Steve Lawson, could you, what? Could that red patch spoken of yesterday have been oxide of mercury? Not likely, not likely. I think what the consensus kind of was that it was an iron oxide, and it just stood out so much because of the other material around it being sulfur and more yellowish. So that was kind of throwing you off for a little bit of an optical illusion to a degree. But I am still not sure that is, you know, pretty sound assessment or hypothesis, if you will. But you know, because we don't have or didn't do any testing on it, it's really, really hard to know or say what it might be, right? So anyway, I'm going to try to get that other shot in here for you, and we will see if we can bring that one on too. So that was the missing camera that I was looking for. They did get it back up and running, so I kind of wanted to show that one too. And it doesn't look too bad, except for it really only shows some spots of lava. We're not seeing as much as I'd like to on that one, but it is what it is. And there we go, and turn that off. So this was the one of the other views there. And you can see little speckles of lava throughout the valley, which is kind of neat and interesting, and I like it. So, I don't, what? Okay, on another stream tonight, a guy brought, bought some lava back, or, okay, he brought some lava back, and discovered it's magnetic. Okay, is it metal or is it actually magnetic? That is kind of strange, Gary, but interesting. If it has magnetic properties, that is actually very interesting. But if it is metallic and you can stick a magnet to it, depending on the level of iron oxide in it, that could happen. So, fumaroles, bright spots. Yes, the bright spots. I don't know what you want to call them. I call them lava. And yeah, there's a few hot spots there that are poking through as things kind of pop open and break a little bit. Hematite comes from volcanoes. Okay, Barbarian, I did not know that, so that is interesting. And of course, hematite is definitely magnetic. A matter of fact, it's a real sore point for someone who's out gold panning, especially when, you know, you get that pan, all of a sudden you load it up and you go, oh my God, there must be some gold in here. It's so heavy, and you get through it and you're fighting through all your hematite and what's the other word, magnetite, and you know, it's all so heavy, and then you get down to the very bottom and all you end up with is 3 or 4 little specks or flakes of gold that you can barely see, right? And you know, and that's between getting rid of the hematite and magnetite is the hardest part. Because it's heavy, so it stays in the bottom of your pan as you're trying to pan things out. Juncotite, yeah, Pavel. Yeah, that's about what it is, juncotite. And we get a lot of it. A lot of guys have invented different ways of getting rid of it, though, or trying to get rid of it, which I kind of find amusing in a way, but also interesting, because you know, there are different ways that you can get those things out. Now, hematite, because magnetite is magnetic, but I don't think hematite is. It's just heavy, isn't it? But needless to say, they're both in the way. They're heavy. Highlander, you could try to get rid of things, get them out. Yeah. Dr. Fox, besides giving us your time to educate us about the lava and the volcano, what is your professional love you show? Okay, okay. What is your profession? Love. Okay, my profession is I am in the security industry as a technician, and I also do some side work as a consultant. And it's the consultant work that is a little bit on the different side of the fence. Some of it includes some forensics, if you will. I'm going to have to stop at that point. Unfortunately, I can't reveal too much more, but I am a pretty good technician. My original forte was that when I was young, I went and got educated to become an aircraft maintenance engineer. Problem with that was, at the time, things kind of cratered in the aircraft industry, and I thought, okay, well, then I'm going to go become a cop. So I went and spent a lot of money in a couple of years and training and schooling, all that nice stuff, and got through all that. And before I could finish that, I ended up in a very bad car accident and could no longer pass the physical. So that kind of killed my career choice there, and I thought about, okay, well, I can always drop back to the other thing, and that did not happen because the industry still wasn't there. and I went into other things. I had my own business running for about 9 years, and economy took over on that part, and kind of wiped me out. Actually, had some big losses, big personal losses, money-wise, from some companies that went belly up, and it was one of those things. It's, like, what do you do? So, but anyway, that's kind of my history. Then I became, a technician. I figured, never mind working for myself, let's go work for somebody else and not worry about the dollars and the cents and all that stuff. And it's been an interesting time of my life doing that. I do enjoy it. I'm fairly good at it, and like I say, with the side note of the consulting work, it can be really, really interesting. So anyway, now you watch lava with us and raise cute bunnies. Absolutely. And I love my bunnies. I'm a nature lover. I'm an animal lover, and I feel really sorry for some of the animals, and I understand how the wild world works out there, and unfortunately, everybody's got to eat, right? And I just look at the way things happen out in the wild, and I'm happy about protecting my bunny the way she is. So that's kind of where it is. Wolves are cool. Actually, I do like wolves, Highlander, if that's what you meant. Wolves are cook? No, I think you mean cool. But, okay. Typo. Okay, Winnie, Dr. Fox, you're an amazing man. Well admired by your lava and animal lovers. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And that's awesome. So yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell, and I'm not going to get into the other personal stuff. We'll leave that alone. It's interesting though. Been through a lot, and enjoyed a lot of things. I remember my first ride in a helicopter, as an example, was from a farmer who used to do crop dusting with his helicopter, and he took me for a spin, and actually kind of taught me to fly a chopper a little bit, and I thought that was very cool, and at first really scary, but very, very cool. So I've always had this passion for flying, for airplanes, for rockets, things going into outer space. So I think I call myself an explorer to a degree, and I like doing that. So it's interesting. A few more people popped in. I just want to say hi. James Donnelly got in here. Rayola also got back in. Robert Frary, thanks for being open about your life. Hey, no problem. It is what it is. So, it's nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to hide. Let's see, who else popped in? Madcap Martin also in the house. Oz is back in here as well. Glad to have you guys in. Rudimar, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Frank McLeod also here. And just so you guys knew, Libby is here as well. Let's see, did I miss anybody else? I just want to kind of make sure everybody's in here that I know. Mark Bass also popped in. Anyway, for those who are just joining in, I am going to have probably a short stream tonight. Like, if we don't get an eruption by the end of the first hour, I want to kind of call it off, and we will see what happens, because right now we don't have anything happening or anything worthwhile to look at. And I was actually working on trying to get our latest and greatest whatchamacallit there. It'll come to me. The chart up here, but I need to get rid of a couple of things, and need to get rid of yesterday's chart. I'm gonna remove this other thing and remove yesterday's chart, and Piggy is there. I was just looking at what's happening there, and Piggy was she still got her she put the new straps out there on the drone, so she's doing her thing flying around, and hopefully she'll be able to do better when she comes back from her operation, and she'll have all fours working again. So anyway, lots of fun. Just gotta have a little fun, guys. That's the way life is, right? If we don't smile and laugh, there is a problem. Okay, I'm trying to get that darn chart up here, except for I keep losing where I put it. I better refresh that. That looks old already. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing so well. So let me save that image, and then I will see if we can get it up on the screen for you guys, and then you can see basically what I'm referring to when you say it is really low. And it really is. It's really low. So alright, load that up for you real quick as soon as I get beyond all these distracting pictures that I've gotten here. Whoop, I think I went too far. Wrong file. Oh, there we go. Didn't click enough times. And we'll get that on there. All right. Okay, just so you guys can see, this is the chart right now, and we know it doesn't look very good. So we're keeping our fingers crossed and hoping things will improve. And as you can see, it is way down. And I wish it would be shooting up right about now, but it's not doing that. So yeah, I should see if we can get that whiteboard working in the right place. Yeah. So right now we're looking at the latest ones, and they're squished, I think, actually right about here is where it looks. But I noticed the lower frequency, the LFE, or low, no, what is it? LEF, sorry. Low earthquake frequency. Yeah, that's it, LEF. That's the purple one. Is way down as well, and I haven't noticed that before. So normally it only comes down somewhere around here, right? And this one is like way down when you kind of draw the line across. So it's kind of interesting to see that, and also this is lower than most of the other ones that we've seen. Small shimmering tube. Uh-oh, the piggy's getting shaking the bacon. Shaking the bacon. I hope offline. Uh-oh. Okay, that was weird. It said it was offline for a second and came back. I hope we're not having like weird internet troubles. I wasn't expecting that. Everything kind of popped up on the screen here and said you're offline. Maybe something's shaking over here. All right, let's go back to our volcanoes views and see if we see anything more. Okay, I was actually answering something. Where was I? Actually, I was looking at something. Somebody had said, okay, emailed you a screenshot MBL camera from a couple of days ago. It was pretty amazing. Sherry, when did you just emailed it? Okay, I don't see it yet, but I will hit the button again and see. No, it says nothing as of yet. Hopefully it will come in. And let's see, a few more things here. Eric Moss, it's building up pressure in Earth for a powerful boom. Okay, well, we hope you're back, Dr. Fox. I was always here. Let's see. Jason, interesting story from Reykjavik Newscast 121. Info from volcanologists suggests that the volcano is now dying down with longer and longer periods of quiet between eruptions at time index 6:25 or 6 minutes 25 seconds into that segment on the RVK newscast. So thanks, James. That's interesting, and I wonder if we had something else happening down there. We did have some other activity in different parts of the Earth that were on the rise. We did recently have the big earthquake over in Alaska, and of course that one. But that one is in a very, just seen an email come in there. We'll look at that soon. That Alaskan area, though, that is where basically subduction is happening from the Pacific plate going into the upper portion of, subducting under the upper portion of the North American plate. And there's a lot of earthquakes, and sometimes you get basically underwater volcanoes, and actually over time that's going to turn around and build up islands as it pushes that area up. You can have some volcanoes in between there. That does happen as well. So it's interesting to see, but they've had a multitude of large not volcanoes, but earthquakes in that area, and I'm talking anything over 4 on the Richter scale is pretty awesome. Okay, I got to go take a look at that email right away, but it is break time, guys, so I am gonna kind of sneak away from my break real quick and see what I got in the emails. Libby, the Grapevine report was only a couple of volcanologists suggesting that it may end, and the consensus was that nobody knows. And Libby, that is more accurate than anything else that was said, and I will agree with that. Nobody knows what is going to happen with this thing, and if it is a true shield volcano, it's doing what a shield volcano does. It erupts for a little while, then it goes back to sleep for a little while, then recharges its lava batteries, and then starts spewing out again. So it's pretty cool. One in Alaska was biggest in over 40 years. Okay, yeah, that's been a while, Larry, since they had the other ones. Okay, let's break out the crystal ball. 420, I don't know. I'm not one for crystal balls, but trying to see the future in those, it's an interesting concept, but misleading maybe. There's nothing to compare this eruption with anything historic. It is all speculations, and Pavel, that's exactly it. And this is why I keep saying this thing is dynamic. It will do what it wants. It's unpredictable, and we're seeing that. So right now, right now we're in the basement with the goodies as far as the signals, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, I am gonna pop off for that break. Don't you guys go away, and we will do the second half hour, and hopefully we'll see something pop out here somewhere. If not, like I said, if we don't have an eruption by the end of the second half hour here, then I will basically shut the stream down for tonight, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. And tomorrow, of course, is Saturday, so the stream will start a lot sooner. It will start at 12 noon Mountain Time, which really means 2 o'clock Eastern Time for the US, and 1800 UTC or Iceland Time, just so you guys know. And so hopefully that's going to happen. Anyway, if you liked it so far, I'm not going to force anybody to hit that like button, but if you want to throw one up there, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new and you wanted to see when we normally stream, you can look down in the description, because the weekend times are different than the weekday times. So that needs to be looked at and have a little consideration. We try to do 4 hours on Saturday and 4 hours on Sunday. And of course, that is pending I don't have any calls or anything like that. And, you know, all that nice stuff. Anyway, I'm going to take a few minutes out. So play nice. No throwing like lava chunks at each other or whatever. I know it's cooled off a little bit, but don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, guys, I am going to take off. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Don't go away. Thanks. Okay, guys and girls, I turned the microphone back on, and it almost looks like we got some lava workers out in the field there working on stuff. As we can see, the little eyeballs poking through. Very cool stuff. Anyway, let's see. Somebody else popped in. Smoking Jokin is in the house, and Paul Zilla also popped in there. Maui Me is back in. Thor and EC, Rick Engineer. Welcome, you guys, and I'm glad to have you on board. Karen Craddock also back. I think I might have said Maui Me already. Let's see, who else? I did get EC earlier, so anyway, welcome you guys, and glad you're on board. If you didn't hear what I had mentioned earlier, if we didn't get an eruption by the end of our first hour here, basically going to shut the stream down for today. I do have some other things I need to do, and I do want to rest a little bit tonight, so that will give me a little bit more time to do that. And so far we don't see anything. Brutal Avenger, I didn't miss you. I purposely avoided you. No, I'm kidding. Kim Lambert is also in the house. Good evening, Kim. Glad to have you here. And I think, yeah, if we go back to our multi-view, or actually go around the cameras a little bit, see what's going on. Oh, something that I did want to mention. I'll see if I can get that on the screen. These views don't show us too much. Just not Haggy, not Haggy, not Haggy. I got it right, not Haggy. Anyway, not Haggy, not Haggy. That's what it is, not Haggy. That's what Siggy said, not Haggy. Okay, and that's the Berman, not Haggy. So all cool. Nothing happening down there. So if we go back up here, kind of interesting, some smoke, and we see some more smoke down in the valley now. That's interesting too. It's almost like the wind is kind of making its own paths here, swinging around a little bit. And yeah, this was one of the shots that the guys were seeing the red material in, mixed in with the sulfur. So iron oxide likely mixed in with the sulfur, giving it a reddish color. Raymond, do you think there is a new vent on the right side where the smoke is coming out? Has been doing that for a couple days. If you're referring to like on this particular view, we see smoke coming out right in the front here, and no, that's not a new vent. That's part of what has splashed over, and also what is off-gassing from down underneath. I don't think there are any new vents, even if we look at the let's see, if we go to this shot here, this is coming out from the back side of our, coming right out of the cone basically, but it does look like there's some smoke coming from behind the cone or to the west side. That is a possibility that it's coming out of there, but I certainly don't think it's going to be a new vent. I think it is maybe a hole in the side of the crater. That could be it. You know, something that reheats. We know it does start smoking when it reheats itself. So that is a possibility. Don't know though, and just gonna have to keep an eye on it. Let's see, what was I trying to do? Oh, I did have kind of sort of my thought pattern. Okay, wanted to go to the still images. Now I know this one wasn't the best, and we can actually slide that over a little bit and down so we can see a little bit more. But if we back that picture up time-wise, every click is 10 minutes every time we move, and you can see how it starts pouring out. So we have some residual lava flow, and this is what we were talking about yesterday, that lava can stay hot and liquid for years underneath there, and you see how that just kind of dissipates. Anyway, I did want to kind of actually just back up with that one. I did notice this spot as it spread out earlier, the one that's right dead center there, and I thought that was kind of interesting on the still cam. Anyway, I'm kind of backing through the day here. We can probably zoom that out just a little bit and give you a little bit better view of what's going on, and maybe go up just a little bit so we can see. I went up too far, but you can see that flow in the center, and if we go in, point it out here, you know, some of that stuff, it is still quite hot down there, so interesting to see that lava is still indeed liquidy. And if we leave this on, you can see how much further that material has done its thing. So we can actually let that, if I zoom it out a little bit more, we can actually let that play for you, so you can kind of see what's going on. So where's that button? I'll find it. It's up here somewhere. So if we hit that button, it'll start playing, and I went down too far here. So that was from last night, and then you can see that lava moving through, and it looks pretty awesome to see it flowing in that time lapse as they're doing it. So that was from the eruption that just passed. So, and then we see very, very little. We do see a bunch of helicopters and stuff flying by, but as it goes around, yeah, you know, that's the best I can do for a lava fix, guys. So, and then of course that was during the actual thing. So I'm gonna stop that though, and we'll move over a little bit so we can look into the valley a little more. And I'm more interested in the material that's going further into Mýrdalur. So if we look at actually, yeah, this one here, I need to line it up a little bit better for you. Hang on. Did you get the email pictures? Yes, Sherry, I did. Oh, with the puck? No, I will. Oh, I'll have to look at that. Sorry, got sidetracked. Anyway, there you can see some of that lava flowing out. If we play that, you can see it actually as it cools down and that wind blows out. Let's see, why is it not getting in the right spots here? And we do see some of that white smoke right up front here. That is actually moss fire, which is pretty cool. But there you can see that lava as it was first expanding, right? So you can see it moving and filling that valley, giving it another layer. So that was pretty cool, pretty interesting to see. And that was from that flow that was actually coming in. And why? Oh, I can't. I've shifted my screen a little bit too far, so it's not quite in the right spot. But you can see how that flow was in there. And anyway, this will help with your lava addiction for right now. And I know it's not the greatest shot, but that actually doesn't look too bad to, you know, be able to see how the flow patterns are happening. And of course you remember we used to have that big island right here. That's gone, and it's buried. So we do still have a little one here, a little chunk that is untouched. So that is interesting, but the one that was over a little bit further to the right side there is gone. So let's see. Yeah, limitations. Actually, Alex brought something up there. Limitations of my server is that they don't accept anything over 15 megabytes, which is kind of you know, like I need like bigger files, guys. So good review. Need that. Yeah, needed that lava fix. Yeah, I mean, that's, at least we can see what it was doing and flowing into the valley there. And you know, that's all along Equipment Hill. That is pretty much buried now. I haven't seen any more activity there, and it would be cool to be able to see the next views once things lighten up again and we can actually see the hill. And if they pan over it, it really would be interesting to see. While that's going on, I'm going to take a look and see screenshot. Let's see, is that the screenshot? Okay, I'm gonna, warning, do not do that. Okay, so I'm not going to open that. That might be a virus or something, according to that. Oh, this screenshot. Okay, so I will open that and save it to here, and then I will see if I can get it onto the display for you guys, so you can see that. This will help with your lava addiction. And thank you for sending this, and just let me get it in the right place. Sherry Lawson sent this interesting picture, and I'm trying to add it as quick as I can here, guys. As soon as I find out which file I actually saved it to. Oh, darn it. I gotta go check. Where's it saving it this time? Oh, it did save it to the right place. Okay, and I'm looking in the wrong one. So I need to go up and back into the next folder. There we go. Okay, so this was a screenshot from MBL. Apparently, you can see that it's somebody took the shot of the monitor, and it is a screenshot, of course, so it looks kind of cool, and that's what they sent. So Sherry Lawson, thank you for sending that one in. Looks pretty neat, pretty awesome, and that should help with that lava problem. Anyway, we'll throw it back on here to the events of right now, and that is what's going on. And I got to get myself back to the chat here so I can see what's going on. You're truly lava Nabbler. Okay, sure. I'm addicted to the lava stuff. Okay, I missed it due to work. Kim Lambert, what do you mean you missed it due to work? Had the clip down moving. Oh, you missed that. Okay, that's unfortunate. We were watching it yesterday. Actually, you would have been able to see some of that in yesterday's stream, Kim, if you missed it. But we're all good. Whoa, Thundus Nye, you've provided us many days of amazing experiences. Take a Friday off, Doc. Thank you, Thundus Nye. That is awesome. Thank you for the $100 super chat. I really do appreciate that. And we'll go towards the trip fund, and you know, I think I will. We are coming up on the 1 hour mark, and we really have not seen anything coming out of our volcano, and it is kind of disappointing, but hey, that's the way it is with the unpredictable Ragnar rock that we're viewing, and it is really an awesome pleasure, though, to be able to watch this thing, right, and to have seen it grow up from what it was right from the start to now. And you guys have to admit, I mean, this is a real big game changer from what we had originally, that tiny little bob with this little sidekicks, to this monster thing that we've got there now. And yet, you know, in real nature, when we look at this is just a tiny little volcano, you know. But we see how it's growing, and if this thing kept on going for a bunch of years, you know, it's going to keep growing. And if you think about it, it grew this much in 132 days. How much more is it going to grow in another 132 days? So it is pretty cool to kind of observe and watch and go through, and I really do enjoy doing that. And anyway, we are at that point where I think it's Dr. Fox. It'll start up again soon after your stream ends. You watch, of course. The spikes will hit just totally bonkers as soon as we shut it down. Actually, I am going to refresh the chart then, and I'm looking, and it is still right down in the basement. A matter of fact, yeah, it's just about as far as you can get back down to the bottom. It's only one spot above what the lowest point was. So, yeah. With my luck, it'll be one of those shoot it right back up affairs, like what we had before. And when we look at, and this is the older one yet, I didn't reload another one, but the other one is pretty much the same thing. But what I wanted to point out here was when this thing came back up. You see, from this point, I mean, this thing just shot up, okay, and you see lava erupting at about this level. So anywhere from about I'm really not sure what the graduations on the left hand side are, but I know they refer to the amplitude, right? But that's somewhere around that 4,700 mark, and I noticed that's when that thing starts erupting. So very interesting to see that, and that's hopefully something is going to happen in the near future here, in an hour or two or three. And you never know, you know, we might have another stream later on tonight if things really pick up. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much to every one of you, and your remark is sexist and insulting. Wendy S. What did I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Oh boy. I hope we don't have any insulting remarks in here. We try to run a clean chat here, please, guys. So Twig, I don't know what you said, but careful. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about things right now. So just in the future, if we just kind of watch our P's and Q's, it would be great. Anyway, guys and girls, I am going to basically shut it down because we haven't had anything pop up And I really do appreciate all of you popping in here, and I wish I could do more for your lava fix here today, but unfortunately it is what it is. And I'm going to shut her down, and we will come back tomorrow at noon Mountain Time, 2 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to sit back and relax. Yeah, that's 1800 UTC or Iceland Time. So we'll get things going, and you guys all have a great night. Be calm, be cool. Mountain Daylight Time, yeah. 12 noon Mountain Daylight Time. That's it. But I usually say UTC. With what? Okay. Anyway, guys, play nice. I don't know what was wrong there either, but hopefully nobody's offended or anything like that, and we'll keep everybody happy. Please make yourselves comfortable and have yourselves your own good evening. And on that friendly note, I am going to recite my famous last line there that I always use. But before that, I'm going to say, I'm DrFox2000. This was day 132. And unfortunately, we didn't have any lava popping out anywhere. And we're hoping day 133 is going to give us a much better show. So good night to each and every one of you. And take care. Be good. Please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone, and thank you.